This is Journey to the Savage Planet. We're here on Xbox Series X. Be sure to like the video. Subscribing is great as well. So what are we getting here? It's a 4K resolution at 30 FPS with HDR support. And yeah, this is kind of a really interesting, fun, and generally kind of dynamic adventure game where you need to shoot things, smack stuff, use various abilities, and try to survive the hostility of this planet with a extra level of hilarity thrown into it. It's quirky, strange, bizarre, and a favorite of mine. I actually think it's a really fun little adventure, a really neat little story, and it offers a lot for you to do. It's not anything too insanely hardcore. Gameplay-wise, it's more about, I guess you would say, exploration and discovery and dealing with hilariously quirky bits, like you're sent here from this place. Well, you're sent here by this company that comes across as incredibly like incompetent, but yet you get the job done. And you get these hilarious video messages, you get all these weird notes of like crazy hijinks, and you're trying to figure out, what's going on here? Is this like a suitable place for humanity and whatnot? And yeah, it's a little silly, it's a little weird, and then you use the things that you gather within the world in order to complete missions and objectives, and get the job done that you have. It's quite neat. It's quite entertaining. It's weird. There's so many different like quirky monsters. Like you actually have to like kind of fight monsters and things and fight enemies. And then there's like you've got to like scan stuff and collect resources and information. There's also a DLC which I think is called like Hot Stuff or something like that. It's a DLC that kind of adds to the story a bit. I think it's kind of fun. I think it's worthwhile to actually check out the DLC. What is this thing's problem? Oh yeah, it screams. I forgot that. That's its thing. It screams. Yeah, it's a bit silly, but it's what they do. So yeah, anyways, DLC's cool. If you like the main game, it expands it a little bit further and does some sillier things with it, which is kind of entertaining. But yeah, I would definitely say, kind of dive in and give this one a whirl. It's a single player kind of experience at its core, but there is like online co-op for two people, so you can play kind of together doing the silly things. And it's a pretty expansive, vibrant, and generally colorful world that you explore. And then you have your home kind of javelin. It's like a structure, and that's basically your base of operations, where you get comedic bits, you get to hear about the weird advertised things they're selling, to people. And it's just very entertaining. The whole thing is genuinely funny. It gives me some good laughs. I think it's ridiculous in the best of ways. And it is entirely a shame that we will never get a sequel, because the company ended up getting bought by Google for Stadia, and then Stadia, they gave up on their first party, so they shuttered the studio that made this one that was working on the sequel. So thanks Google for killing this fun, quirky franchise for no reason. Anyways, yeah, pretty entertaining. I would say from a visual perspective, the game does seem to have like it's a heavy kind of like image sort of like reconstruction thing, because it's got like this really like kind of blurry sort of thing to the grass. I don't know how much that comes across on YouTube, but yeah, it definitely looks like there's some kind of like image type thing that they're doing on this one. I think you're supposed to actually slap. You're supposed to use like goo stuff to kind of bring in creatures, and then you kind of get them like sucked up into that big thing. You kind of slap them up there and whatnot. It's a whole quirky thing. There's also a photo mode, and in the options there is a filter system if you want to change, the look of it. We'll throw in the 1996 one. Oh wow, that is actually kind of really awesomely cool. This is what I was saying Xbox should do with backwards compatibility, is add silly fillers that you can throw into games. I think that would really change how games are viewed. Even that looks really neat. That's, you know, kind of, it's more sketch-like, but it's kind of in the realms of Borderlands. Like, huh. I haven't really ever played around with the filters, but shifted. Oh, and it's just like a different color scheme. That's really, really cool. Yeah. What about Noir? Huh. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Backwards compatibility stuff. It'd be cool if they had a feature that you could do this kind of thing with. So anyways, we're just going to go back to the default visual experience. Welcome to the Pioneer Program. As the newest recruit of Kindred Aerospace, the fourth best interstellar space exploration company, your job is to explore and determine if the planet AR-26 is fit for humans. You may be short on equipment and experience, but good luck. So you can play with a friend, like I mentioned, explore, catalog the fauna, figure out the story, 3D print cool weapons, tools, and other things that you can use in order to battle away and see what the place has to offer. There are many different areas to explore. There are hidden secrets to collect and things to gather. And there are bosses to fight along the way. Never know what kind of crazy creature you're going to run into along your journey. There's definitely, I promise, some strange enemies. That is for sure, but yeah, you really can see a lot of really cool things in this one. There's a lot of fun to be had. I don't know if this one actually, like, attracts them. Is it, like, the gelatinous blob? Oh no, that's the thing that makes it so you can bounce. So you get all these different tools, and you gotta, like, you collect things from the environment. And then you're able to use those to, like, attract stuff. Oh, I'm going to die. You use it to attract stuff or to fight things, and like I said, it's a very quirky, entertaining game. Like, there's just some weird things going on. I'm so sorry, plant thing that I'm trying to feed. I think I need to collect some of the stuff around here. Okay, well that is not it. Okay, I actually, so you use this stuff to, like, print things too, but I'm trying to find, there should be, like, a feeding thing, and then the feeding thing will let you bait over those creatures, and then you can, like, kick them into the feeding thing, and then essentially, you know, you can use that to unlock and get into a new area, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's just, like, the weirdest, quirkiest of things. It's such a straight up bizarre title of adventure, and it's kind of like, it's an open environment, like it's an open world that you move through, but you will feel that it is, like, kind of linear in its guidance, if that makes sense. Like, you are specifically, you know, going in certain places and trying to do certain things. It just has some collectibles that you can gather along the way. Bouncy is the bounding bow what I was looking for? I think this might be what we were trying to find. So many hidden secrets. So many quirks. And it does seem like you're just, like, straight up exploring, like, I guess you would say, this alien planet, but there is legitimately a good sense of, like, mystery and curiosity that you will find along the way. Does this attract this thing or no? Sorry, it has been a couple of years. I'm trying to see if I can get this thing to go and do that thing, but whatever. Oh, that just slows them down. Whatever, let's go to a new area. There's lots of spaces to explore. And as you continue to progress, you actually figure out, like, you unlock new spaces, new environments, new biomes. Like, there actually is a lot to this, and there are a lot of mysterious things that you might come across. I mean, it's a game in space. I'm sure you could take a guess or two at some of the events that might take place as an explorer of this fine region. There's always something to see. Is this thing already fed? Okay, I didn't really mean to straight up kill that thing. At least we're collecting silicon and carbon, which is something I totally need at this point in the game. I love kicking these things, though. It's just hilarious. Oh, is this what we're looking for? What did I just get hit by? Something just hit me. Ow. Gelatinous blob. Shock fruit, light bomb, pomegranate. Binding bile. No, that's not what we're looking for. Live sampler. Oh, is there something we actually have to... Oh, no, this is just going to take me to go do, like, some kind of mission that's tracked here. But then there's, like, this layering of, like, parkour stuff. So you actually have to, like, parkour up different places. Like, you climb, you know, that whole kind of mountain up there, and there's, like, collectibles. And then you can go off in other directions. And, you know, there's other stuff to find. Like, it's... There's a lot there. And then there's a whole place over there. I don't really want to do all of the challenging parkour. And then there's like a bomb kind of area there where I guess you get like alien artillery striked on that spot. Yeah, this is just like a really cool vibe and kind of place. I really like this one. I just thought it was really good. That's the biggest thing, is like, you know, kind of the entertainment of it. What am I getting by on this one? Oh, look at it. Flew up. Yeah, little bombs, they strike hard. Am I getting shot at by different things? Anyways, let's take the special orb thing. And let's do not the tower and crystals, the broken bridge, maybe the cliffs. Let's go take a look. Well, no. I didn't want to do that. There's a different area I want to go to. I forgot you can tab over. The itching fields. Let's go to festering chasm. See, there's different areas you visit. You actually get a good amount of game time out of this. You may kind of look at it and be like, "Oh, is there enough content in this?" It's like, nah, you gotta, yeah, you get a good amount of time. You gotta actually explore and sit there and do stuff. Like I said, you know, I think I got like 50% technically on this one due to the fact that I haven't, like, you know, scanned everything or discovered everything. I have finished both the core game and the you know, the DLC and whatnot, and I thoroughly enjoyed both of those experiences. Ah, yes, the festering chasm. I think there's like some kind of boss thing in this, and you see these little animals get to different places. Never know what kinds of different things you're gonna deal with. Oh my god, the screaming things. Blight bombs. Oh, I see in the corner, it tells you what you get. Blight bombs. Oh, I'm taking the hurt from these guys. You do obviously, like, improve yourself too, like we mentioned, the whole 3D printed thing. And the music's kind of fun. The whole game is just like a really delightful time. I really do love this one. It's got good quirks to it. It's got strange missions, and you can get up over into different areas. Like, this is just kind of one spot of it. I sort of want to show off the javelin thing. And I'm hoping it doesn't, like, spoil anything. I don't think it should. Yeah, the javelin habitat in this spot. Let's go. There we go. So this is the place where you go and you do your 3D printing. They play funny little joke things, and they got like postcards, and they've got like your computer where you can get details, and then there's the 3D printer so you can improve, you know, your details and stuff like that. Gain new abilities. You gotta you know, improve your like rank for stuff, and then you gather enough silicon and resources, and then you can improve your gear and your health and your stats. So there actually is like an extra layering to this game beyond just, you know, playing it. You actually do get to advance stuff in interesting ways. Find the secrets, gather the resources, you know, stuff like that, and then the Kindreks. You see the percentage of things. Oh, actually, 80%. That's not bad. Is this one that I'm at like 50%, 54% on that. Oh, there's so many different things to see and do. Yeah. But yeah, they're just kind of playing all the jokes. I'm surprised the video stopped playing. Serve a succulent meal. Gotta get your grub. Oh, it's the bait. That's what I was looking for, so that I could bait those creatures over, and then I could, like, throw them into the thing or whatever. This is what I'm saying, though. You get, like, these hilarious, like, joke sequences. To play a different one. Mini Mall Monkeys Micro Plaza. And there's a bunch of them, too. And they're all satirical. Not to mention the video clips you get from your very charming manager of the whole company. He's quite a laugh, that is for sure. Should we check out Zero Phyllis Landing? There's a lot to this game. It was such a pleasure to work through. It's always one of my kind of games I go back to where I'm like, it was a quirky, fun adventure that I would have loved to play more of. I would love a follow-up. It would be so cool to see this game continued. You know, it's definitely franchise material. And I'm very sour and frustrated by it. Because at first I was like, oh yeah, they're doing a sequel. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, guess we're never getting that. But you never know. Maybe they'll sell it off someday or something like that. It's too neat of a universe to just have vanish, but I can definitely see that being the case, that like it's very probably going to, which is in itself such a little shame. They blow up in little nukes. And you can use this to like kind of ride along, find other secrets. Canopy leaf. These are just like generic rocks. Oh, aluminum vein, right on. But that's kind of the end game. It's like once you finish it, you go and you want to do collectibles, or you go and gather some side things. You explore a bit. It's a story game, right? So it's kind of like you play it and you finish it, right? That DLC does add a little bit extra for you to do, which is cool. It's a fun kind of adventure beach place. Actually, we have time. We should go take a look at that. This is one of the later game areas. A lot of floating islands you can kind of fly up to and see. Whoa, that thing is awesome. The Imperial Scarab. I love it. Yeah, so then we can go and we can see the Boomerdale Beach and stuff. Like, everything is very, like, satirical and comedy focused, if you get what I'm talking about. Like, there's so many little bonus joke mystery things you can enjoy after the game's done. Boomerdale. Future generations drift away. But yeah, that was the idea, is this one is like kind of a funny beach take on it all. And you get your same story structuring. It's just like, it's a smaller, you know, version of the game. It's just like a little different one. Like, I love how they have the little creatures in different spots on all the different areas you visit. You know, great sense of scale. Like, I was really like, this game looks gorgeous. It still does. I mean, there's obviously some kind of like visual stuff going on, as I mentioned earlier, but I still think it looks fantastic. Like, the art direction for like the sci-fi style of it, it's just, I love exploring worlds like this that feel so out of the realms of anything you could actually, you know, physically imagine in real life as being something you would see ever, and they just have so much fun with that. I love that aspect of this one. Pufferbird Decayed. Their love for you is toxic. Oh yeah, it is. But there's a whole world out here.